chasing another man's wife could lead to so many problems. As I speak to you, a bank manager in Uganda by name Ivan Kituuka has lost his life because he's been chasing another man's wife. This bank manager I'm talking about has been in a secret affair where one Mrs. Dorothy, who also happens to be the wife of Mr. Shozi, according to Mr. Shozi, has been trying everything within his power to stop Mr. Ivan Kituuka from banging his wife. According to Mr. Shozi, Ivan Kituuka has been using his position of influence as the superior of Mrs. Dorothy to be banging his wife at the least given opportunity. He says that every attempt he has made, he has approached Mr. Ivan Kituuka several times, but then Ivan never listens. Anything he says to Ivan falls on deaf ears. He even went to the extent of saying that he assaulted him or attacked him physically, but then Ivan never did pay attention. And apart from that, he came to his bank, he rained a lot of insults at him, but Ivan never did listen. And then according to him, from branch to branch, he's been monitoring them for close to some time now. And then there's been over some years where Ivan has been banking, or Ivan has been banging his wife, Mrs. Dorothy. And then now as I speak to you, Ivan has lost his life because it is alleged that Mr. Shozi had some assailants or some assassins to shoot Mr. Ivan in the head. And even before he shot him, he issued him a letter telling him that if you do not leave my wife, I am going to kill you and I am going to commit murder by shooting you in the head. But everything he said for on deaf ears. There are some videos circulating on social media where you have Mr. Ivan banging Mrs. Dorothy, who happens to be the wife of Mr. Shozi, who has now committed murder. As to whether if he was the one who committed the murder, we can't really ascertain that. But from the letter, I'll read the letter to you so that you judge for yourself. But before I get into the warning letter Mr. Shozi issued to Mr. Ivan Kituuka, let me say a very big thank you to Crown Park for sponsoring this segment of the show. This program is proudly sponsored by Crown Park. Crown Park are basically a pain reliever. I do not know where you have pain in that part of your body, but please get yourself a pack of Crown Park. Our sisters, our friends, our mothers, our aunties, our grandmothers. Yes, once you're a woman and then sometimes you go through your menstrual cycle and then sometimes there are those cramps and you dealing with it and it brings a lot of pain. Let me recommend Crown Park to you. Crown Park is the only pain reliever that can relieve you of your menstrual cramps and any other pain anywhere in your body. So let us quickly get into the letter and then let us continue with the discussions. And I read the letter from Mr. Shozi warning Mr. Ivan Kituuka to stay away from his wedded wife. Also, Mr. Kituuka Ivan, Housing Finance Bank, P.O. Box 1539, Kampala, Uganda. I commit to shoot you in the head at the best opportunity persistently fucking my wife. For a long time, you have effed my wife at your will and wished from time to time you were the supervisor of Intida. You have continued to F her over years and you have broken my family to the lowest level. In your workstation, you have mounted my wife, you pig, and I have tried to warn you, physically fight you like I did, slap you in front of your customers and subordinate in your Kololo branch office. I thought that embarrassment would make you leave my wife, but you haven't. I have talked to you as a man, but only to fall on deaf ears. How many times have I told you to leave my family alone? You have fucked my wife and she has lost sense of wife and mother, but just looks like a prostitute. My wife dresses like a prostitute because of you. You have taken advantage of your position to F anybody you supervise as you dominate them, abuse them, intimidate them, and show off fashion. You have taken my wife to all dancing halls in the city, squeezing my wife, drinking air, and effing air in different lodges in town. All those trips you have been faking with my wife to UK and US, Imbu, an official bank duty, that was merely to defraud the bank to fund your diabolic intentions with my wife. Your main agenda was to go on holiday with my wife and continue effing air. Nothing to do with bank business. I have all the facts. Even all those forgeries you used to do to obtain visas for her to the said countries, I have them.
I have in my possession videos of you effing my wife in a lodge I can't mention. I can't imagine. Like a pig, you ugly thing, incompetently fucking my wife in the video, yet you have a wife. You with your matchstick pen entering the V of my wife. But see, these days, you even jog around the streets of Kololo with my wife and then proceed to your usual rooms for you to lick a clit as she licks your matchstick like pee. Oh dear you pig. I have the videos of such evil ways of yours with my wife, and let me make this clear to you. I'm going to have all these videos available to the print and social media for your wife and children to know. Enough is enough. I have a budget on you to have you learn to respect other people and people's families. 2 bullets in your head and chest is my bottom line and no turning back. Of course, what can I say? My boys who are to do the job are on record for outstanding accuracy on target. As I said, at the best opportunity, they will hit you. This may be in the morning, afternoon, or evening. I will shoot. It may be at your home or at your gate, or in the morning when you are leaving home, or even when you are getting back home. It may be at your workplace at Wamperu. You will be shot on the target mentioned. You will be shot when on your work premises if that provides the best opportunity. When you are jogging on the streets of Kololo, as you jog around with my wife, we shall shoot. I always watch you jogging with other people. I guess our staff of Housing Finance Bank. That besides my wife, I would not mind. That they may be victims as long as mission executed. Even in the traffic jam, if that provides the best opportunity to shoot you, evil man, you will be shot. In those lodges where you go to F my wife with a lot of incompetence, you will be shot. I have my boys trailing you to execute the assignment. In 72 hours time, this communication will be available to print and social media too. I'm sorry, Housing Finance Bank and the media for wrong reasons and bank's image at stake. Unless Housing Finance Bank interdicts this evil beast, have him well investigated on what I have raised and then punished for his evil lifestyle and share the report with me. Otherwise, I can assure the bank that this evil man will be shot at on the bank premises or near the bank if that provides the best opportunity to hit. And he says, thank you, Mr. Shozi. And then he copies the managing director of Housing Finance Bank, the executive director of Housing Finance Bank, the commercial bank supervisor, Bank of Uganda, Human Resource, Housing Finance Bank, all heads of department, Housing Finance Bank, all branch managers, Housing Finance Bank, and all house finance bank staff. So he gave copies of the letters to the above mentioned. Then according to Mr. Shozi, he was expecting the bank to interdict or to take punishable measures against Mr. Ivan Kituuka, who is also the superior and then who's been going about, how do you call it, misusing a superiors, if I should put it that way, taking them to lodges, taking them to hotels, taking them to guest house. But I don't understand some people. There are a whole lot of women out there. Why do you want to get a married woman? Why do you want to get a married man? This also goes to our ladies who are now interested in sugar daddies and not wanting to work and to make ends meet on their own. Someone could just kill you for free, or if you are lucky, maybe an acid could be spilled on your beautiful face and then you are going to lose a whole lot. And so I think this is the time where we should really advise ourselves. Because of social media policies, we can't really play the videos, because you have a video of Mr. Kituuka banging Miss Dorothy, who is also the wife of Mr. Shozi, and then you have the videos of how Mr. Kituuka was shot in the head and some parts of his body. You can go into the description box below. The link is in the description box. You can follow the link and you can get a copy of the video to watch, and then you can decide for yourself, is Mr. Shozi right, or is Mr. Shozi the one who killed Mr. Kituuka? Because sometimes people make threats, they do not execute. I could make a threat, I wouldn't execute it, but because it's coming from me, the police will hold me
questionable and responsible. So this is where I bring an end to all the news I've brought you so far. So you can leave your comments in the comment section below. Make we judge or make we vibe. Let us talk about this. Then Charlie, it could say you go to bang another person in wife. Sometimes if you've girlfriends, if you for really be careful, because if me I know say Charlie this guy or this girl be your girl way something they going, but you can't tell me, oh chairman Charlie I forget back, because you know we get something that we call the bro code. If you not go near your guy and woman then so okay, so it's a whole lot of things happening, and then finally Mr. Kituuka has lost his life, Charlie, because of libido. What's libido go do person? Only God knows. This is GhPage, people. Do not forget to subscribe to this channel on YouTube, GhPage. Follow us across social media on Facebook, GhPage News, on Instagram at GhPage News, on Twitter at GhPage_com. You can also visit our website www.ghpage.com. Before I finally take leave of you, let me say a wonderful happy birthday to Victoria Akosia. Yes, Akosia Victoria, a wonderful happy birthday to you, and I'm wishing you all the best. I'm wishing you the very best in everything you do. I pray for God's blessings upon your life as well. I love you so much, Victoria. And then also let me say another wonderful birthday to my comrade, my brother, my trusted friend, my everything, Truth General 600. I appreciate you having my back all these years. I appreciate whatever you've been doing for me. I pray for God's blessing upon your life. 600, Charlie, all the very best. And then finally, to my boss, the presidential candidate and the aspirant of the Liberal Party of Ghana, Dr. Percival Kofi Akpalu. Happy birthday, Doctor. I wish you all the very best in life and in the coming elections as well. My name is GhPage. You can call me your MC General. It was for Awibas.